it'd be like 6 and it would be 10 or something like that.
Okay, so let's take a look. I'm
trying to pull it up right now. It's the parallel and perpendicular lines. But it seems like I would always get the slope part right. But
oh, okay, so it's not the inequalities. I was thinking you were talking about the compound inequalities.
I said
From
the wrong
before.
thing.
Okay, all right, so this is a little bit different than what I was thinking. Do you have one that you're pulling up that we can look at? Oh, shoot. My Apple Pencil is MIA. Let me see.
Oh,
hopefully it fell off in my backpack. It did. I'm gonna let it charge for a second. Oh, it's good. It's 99%. So you're getting a problem something like
I'm trying to. It gave me a funky problem. It wasn't one that I wanted.
let's see if this will work. Find the equation of the line through the point like 2, -5, and perpendicular to, let's do something like 2x plus 5y equals 10. It's a plus sign. Are you getting looking at problems something like that? Or is that totally off base?
No, I think that's right.
Okay. And I think, you know, the only thing that would be different is they might give you the line in a little bit different form, but it would probably be something like that. So the first thing you need to do is figure out the slope of the line, and you said you were getting that right.
Right, yeah.
So the first thing we do is find the slope, and to do that, we're going to solve for y. So we have 5y equals -2x plus 10. Y equals -2/5 x plus 2. And so the slope of that line is the -2/5. And the slope of a perpendicular line, remember, was opposite and reciprocal, so 5/2. And so my little upside down t just means perpendicular.
Okay.
Okay, so you said you were good with that part.
Yeah.
Okay, so then once you do that, we're going to find our equation. And you have two options. You can either use the point slope formula, which is my preference.
Yeah, that's what they were using.
But if you like to use y equals mx plus b, that will work as well. So I can show you both.
Okay.
All right. So if you use the point slope formula, you're going to plug in your point. So the point was 2, -5. So y minus -5 equals 5/2 times x minus 2. And then we're going to distribute and take care of the sign. Y plus 5 equals, I'm running out of space on this whiteboard, 5/2 x minus 5. So y equals 5/2 x plus 10. So if they're getting fractions, the fractions might be showing up when they're distributing that 5/2. In this case, 5/2 times 2 was 5, so we didn't end up with a fraction. But it could be coming from there.
Okay.
If they're getting fractions in their answer and there weren't fractions in the original point. Now, if you're using the y equals mx plus b equation, this still works the same way. You just plug in the info you know. So I'm going to plug in my y value, -5. I'm going to plug in my slope, 5 over 2. I'm going to plug in my x value, 2, and I'm going to solve this equation for b. So I'm going to cancel those 2's, and I have -5 equals 5 plus b, and I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides, and b equals negative, oops, am I backward? I made a sign error on the last one. It's a good thing I did this 2 ways. You guys see the mistake I made? I messed up back here. This should have been a 5/2 x minus 10, because I needed to subtract 5 from both sides. And -5 minus 5 is minus 10. So we match up. We got a b value of minus 10. The one thing you have to remember when you use the slope-intercept form is that once you solve for b, make sure you write down your final answer. So y equals 5/2 x minus 10. And that would be our equation for that one.
Thank you.
Was that the type of problem you were looking at?
Yeah, because now I have like a similar problem to it. So yeah, I'm gonna try this problem, see if I get
So
it.
why don't you go try some of those, and if you just want to, you can like mute yourself and just go try a few and pop back in and ask the question if you run into them, or let me know that they're working right now.
All right.
Feel free to do that. Okay. Now, Tiffany, do you have any right now?
No, I think I'm okay at the moment.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you the same thing. If you want to just hang around and work on problems, I'll just be here, and then you can pop in and say, wait, I have one, or just type something into the chat so I know. And meanwhile, Bert is new in the class. He came from a different class and moved into Math 119, so I'm trying to get him caught up. So I'm going to do some explanation with him about how to maneuver around e-learning and such. So this is going to be kind of funky. I might even turn off the recording for a little bit or pause it, just because everybody else isn't going to be interested in this next part. Okay?
Yep, that sounds good.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to pause